Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen, man, in the world of muscle cars, 70 Super Sport is at the top of many people's list. Throw in the fact that it's matching numbers as well and a spectacular color combination, and you have what we call investment grade. Remember, these cars started out somewhere around the $4,000 range as an original MSRP, and the fact that they're selling for the prices they are today clearly says that they're investment grade. I don't have to tell you that. And when you can get them that are matching numbers and ones that are beautifully restored like this is the way you want to do it. So come on up here. I want to show you a little bit about this autumn gold paint and the quality that you're seeing, because this is what you need to be doing. You know, we have some cars that shine better than others. This is one of those cars that shines really well. You can read everything inside the paint there, and I can read it backwards to you. Factory, turbo 400, automatic, those kinds of things you can see beautifully. You can see what time it is. That's the kind of paint you want to be looking at. You want to be looking at new bumpers, new trim rings, okay? New grille trim, SS callouts, hood pins that aren't scratched and rusted all up. And as you walk around and we look at some of the stuff on the car, things like real Super Sport wheels, the correct ones as well, okay? With disc brakes inside. Did you ask me if it had disc brakes? No, because a lot of people forget to ask those kinds of questions. Or does it have power steering? Or what other options? This one here, because it's matching numbers, because it's a great color, this also has a ton of options on it, which makes it even more collectible, and that's why I wanted to spend the time to show it to you, okay? I also wanted to show you this. I wanted you to look down the side just to see how nice the fit and finish is of the doors. Most people who restore these cars, they don't hang the quarter panels right, or the door doesn't fit well. The gaps are good, everything lines up, nothing's hanging out, and when you drive into a car show, people are gonna get around and they're gonna see this and go, wow, that is a really nice car. And they're right, it is a really nice car. All right, let's take a peek under the hood, and I'll tell you why I wanna spend some time under the hood, because you know, these cars here, when we bought them to go fast. And what we didn't do is add things that would slow them down. In this case here, because the engine's been rebuilt with a little more power to it, this has some factory accessories that become and make the car a lot more valuable and a lot more comfortable as we get older. So for instance, take this, okay? Factory air-conditioned car, right? Look at this engine compartment. This is really nicely detailed. You could go to a car show, right? The Harrison stickers are there for all the pieces that are supposed to be, the correct decals are there, GM hoses with the correct tower clamps. Come on up here for a second, look at, you got the AC fuel filter, right? You say, well, what's the big deal about AC fuel filter? Well, you're right, the AC fuel filter isn't a big deal. It's a big deal because it's that there, the tower clamps, the battery topper, the correct decals. It's all the little stuff that's done to the car, and that gives you an indication of what kind of car you're really getting. The regular band clamps, everybody can get those, not a big deal. This is a pain because you have to put these on when you put on the hoses, because if you don't, then you have to drain the cooling system out, and it's just a lot more work. Cal induction air cleaner, I just think looks great on the car. And the fact that this is an air-conditioned car with power disc brakes and power steering is really nice. Once we get inside, there's even more options on this car. So this is a loaded up car. This is probably very expensive for its time, circa 1970. All right, so we have the correct Super Sport bumper here. We got the correct Super Sport tips. I just want to show down here for a second. I want to show how much detail is down here. See, it's not black bombed. The rear end, the 12 bolt is correct. The F41 suspension, the shocks are painted a different color. The exhaust is a different color. It's not, it's a restored car. It's not just, you know, somebody took and did an aerosol overhaul. It's had way more done to it than that. And this is kind of the way you want it. And the reason why is because then the car's gonna drive really nice when the underside is restored well. All right? Check out this in here, all right? And this comes with it in case you wanted to show it off at the show. All right? Power steering, power disc brakes, air conditioning, tilt wheel, all the things that we kind of talked about, all right? And it's professionally restored. All right, so the correct trunk mat is in here. It's got a spare tire on it, okay, as well. And the trunk's all detailed. It just looks really nice. Just filled this right here, goes up like that. I guess this was holding it down, so I'll put that in there for you. So in case you want to take it to a show, you can do that too. Got the correct stickers in the back. Do you see that I'm talking about? Fresh weather stripping, little things like that that make for just a wonderful, wonderful car. All right, so come on in and let's check out a few things. All right, so all brand new black bucket seat interior, new foams. Now listen, this is important because this is what gives the shape of the seat and makes the seat feel good. You know, lots of people throw a seat cover over the old foams. They don't spend 400 bucks on new foams because they're trying to be cheap. This is really, really nice, especially the way it's done with the headrest, new headliner, new dash pad, dash cover, original AM radio in the car, console, buckets, all right? Little stuff like this, and I know it sounds crazy, but for me, when I see certain things work, I know somebody's put a lot of effort into the restoration. The clock works in this car. The clock didn't work in this car 2 years after it was new. Now somebody's put the effort in and made it work. The air conditioning system's all restored in here. The Super Sport steering wheel, I was getting ready to say three-spoke wheel. The Super Sport steering wheel is restored as well with new horn, and the horn works. You say, well, what's the big deal about the horn works? 9 out of 10 of the cars that come here, the horns don't work, the turn signals don't work, the flashers don't work, all that stuff. We try to make sure that all of that works before you get the car so that it's just turnkey and that you can enjoy it. All right, we've changed the oil on the car, we've checked the tire pressure, free and closed door-to-door shipping is included in the offered price. A 1-year warranty is now included in the offered price. It's hard not to buy a car here because you see, you're getting a quality car, you're getting somebody who's willing to show you everything on a video, right? And high definition pictures. What's not to like? All right, so as we close up the video on this spectacular Chevelle, let me run down a few of the bullet points real quick for you. This is a beautifully restored car, okay? It is restored, but it's also a California car, and that makes a big difference. They don't have the rust issues and things like that that we get here on the East Coast. Makes for a nicer car to start with to restore anyway. Throw in the fact that it's a matching numbers car. It's the correct colors. It's an air-conditioned car. It has tilt wheel. It has the F41 suspension. It has power disc brakes. It has power steering. It goes on and on and on. And this is exactly why some cars are investment grade and some are not. This is one of those cars you can get in, go for a drive, and really, really enjoy. Take the family out, take a couple out, take your friends out, do whatever, but this is an awesome, awesome piece. Anyway, you can find a way to get a really cool 70 Chevelle Super Sport in your life. Call us, 301-816-1000, and we'll tell you all about it.